How did we get here? Oof, it's a long story, but the short story is that...
Let's go.
Got our exalt down, now he's going in!
There it is! Flash Q!
Zven flashes in, nails the hook.
Sports is so easy. It's...
Don't get me going, my people are forward to signal to see it line up. The front line where they find us.
I'm Jesper Svenningsson, and I play support for Cloud9. It was actually not even my idea to play support. It was something that my teammates and my coaching staff pitched to me, that I thought I could be a good support player because I was helping them a little bit during playoffs with, macro and ideas about draft and such. And it was not something I ever considered really to play support, but given that it was my best chance to play in a team I considered to be like top 3 potentially, I thought, yeah, why not?
I've heard about this, and my initial instinct, because I hadn't seen Zven in a team environment yet, because at the time Zven was actually not even in LA and he wasn't working on the team as a player. My initial thoughts were a little pessimistic, I'd say. I didn't have high hopes, and I was just like, all right, well, we're on Jack's wild ride, you could say. So he proved me wrong a bit, for sure.
I always call myself SupportKING because that's what Mitty did. When he came to NA, and when I was in TSM with him, he said, I'm the SupportKING. And he made this hashtag, this stupid hashtag with King in capital. And I copied the hand sign from Wolf from T1. He would do that in every single picture he ever took. He would do the sign. And I was like, I'll just take both of those guys' branding and make it my own, and I'll do what Mitty couldn't. And I met him at the after party after LCS finals, and he was just like telling me I'm not good and don't get cocky, and if I was playing, I wouldn't allow you to win LCS. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's okay. I guess I did what he couldn't. And that makes me in some ways happy that I continued his little legacy as the SupportKING. Even though I think a lot of people don't remember it, but that's okay. I like support a lot. It feels very rewarding to play. When a support plays really well, you kind of dictate the whole game. You can be anywhere you want in the game. Top, mid, bot. You can make choices that impact the whole game. If top is behind, you can be there. If your ADC is behind, you can roam, make plays elsewhere. It feels rewarding to play when played right. So I kind of missed the whole the glory and getting all the credit for games that you didn't even carry. Sometimes AD carriers can go 10-0 and not do anything because their team is better. I also know that supports are unsung heroes. As an ADC player, I always thought my supports didn't get enough credit for how much they do, how much unseen stuff they do. I mean, Cecil is a support position coach. He does anything from giving me, champion suggestions from, patch notes, things, solo queue trends, win rates, builds, to talking about where certain players put their words, tendencies, gives me some tips and tricks. But I think he's a very rational person and very easy to talk to, so it helps me.
Can you go switch something in? Because maybe I don't need to pick Oriana too.
So on Cloud9, we have a data team on staff that works directly with tools from Microsoft to basically create whatever we request. And the advanced warding and vision tool that our data team made is essentially what gives me a very quick glimpse into a team's warding patterns. The main thing that I use it for is pull every game they have played, esports and scrim, into one map with warding information between wards killed, wards placed, pink wards placed, and I can even tell how long an individual ward lasted on the map.
He would tell me this ward will always stick against 100 Thieves. So against 100 Thieves, I believe in the first game I played against them, I pink warded the bush next to the wolves behind the mid tower. And it was there for 8 minutes, because in a scrim, I warded that placement against them. And he told me it lasted for 10 minutes in scrim. So I was like, all right, I'll put it again and see what happens. And in finals of LCS, it was there for 8-9 minutes, 1 pink ward. It gave me value of 10 pink wards at that point. And that's the kind of thing that it really matters. Then you have your Surelios faster as Lulu, and it's one team fight can make a huge difference. So instead of buying 2 pinks every base, I buy 1 that lasts for 8 minutes because I knew from my scrims and my data that it would last against that kind of team. And they all walked over it as well. So small things can really matter. I'm sure a lot of people doubted this swap, right? Like, I mean, why wouldn't you? I didn't play in the whole spring split. They have not seen me play support before, and it could work. You know, former ADC main with a rookie ADC, he can teach him the ropes and how to play, and a lot of good tips, I'm sure. And in hindsight, it was a perfect match. Berserker is very good mechanically. I played against him in spring split. I knew how good he was and how good he could be. And I think that me helping Berserker made him a lot better than he was in spring. I think he's become almost twice the player he was back then. A lot more confidence in him and a lot more, even communication, he's gotten a lot better. And I think that I helped him a lot with that. Not to take credit for him or anything, he's a great player and he will be even better with years to come. I also think that the meta being supports being reactive and like re-engage helps because Blabber is a good engaged player. So it fits our comp perfectly, our team as a whole. So I'd say Blabber and Berserker are probably the reason this worked so well for me.
아무래도 원딜을 했으니까 좀 원딜이 어떻게 해줘야 편한지 알고, 그리고 또 아무래도 제가 신인이다 보니까 좀 저한테 피드백도 해주고 게임 끝나면은 뭐 빌드 같은 것도 같이 얘기할 수 있고 그런 점이 좀 괜찮았던 것 같아요.
The biggest hurdle for me this year as a support player was that I had to catch up on a lot of champions. I had spent time working on my champion mechanics while other people spent time working on their team macro. Someone like J or Vulcan, they know how to play Rakan, how to build it, how to lane with it, what skill order to go, and the more brain power you use in-game, thinking about your champion's skills and the builds and how to use them and blah, blah, the less time you think about map awareness, when to be where, what to do, how is top lane doing, how is mid doing. So I can't think about all these things because I have to think about my laning phase, my mechanics, my champion, you know, how do I play my own champion in this game? So that was probably the biggest hurdle for me, that I was just behind because I needed to practice the champion, not the game. I don't think I ever thought I would play support when I started playing in 15 or 16. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna swap support like even this year, you know, like even like 6 months ago, I didn't think I was gonna play support ever. It wasn't something I ever planned. I always said I will play ADC, well, I'll play League until I'm too bad to compete on a team that can win LCS or go to Worlds, and then I would retire. I always thought I would never like milk a bomb tier team and just be like mediocre, but here we are. So I guess never say never. You know, this is my 3rd trophy in NA, 3 in EU, that's 6 total. It's not bad. I think that I'm not always the most talked about player. I'm not Bjergsen or Perks or, you know, Double Lift or Reckless, whatever, but that's okay with me. I don't care as much about social media or, you know, being the star every year. That's okay with me. I know my value and I'm okay with my legacy right now, and it's not done yet.